Hello friends, welcome to our channel Ignou Center. Here today we're going to discuss some important questions from Dr. Faustus by Christopher Marlowe. As this was the part 1 of our video, and the questions contained in this video are: number 1, the character of Dr. Faustus heroic, give reason for your answer. These questions can also become as: discuss the heroic character of Dr. Faustus. Number 2. Explain how irresolution become the dramatic strengths of both Marlowe Dr. Faustus. And number 3. Discuss Dr. Faustus as a tragedy. It is from British drama Dr. Faustus. So friends, this was the 3 most important questions which are repeated in most of the exam, and here we make a lot of research to find answer to these questions. So hope you all understand our efforts and subscribe to our channel and help those who are in need by give a share to the needy one. So friends, before beginning our answer, I want to say that subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon so that you never missed the update, and also give a thumbs to our channel so that we going to get encouragement from you. So let's begin with our first question. The character of Dr. Faustus heroic, give reason for your answer. So let's start. So friends, as we say that here in this video we discuss the heroic character of Dr. Faustus. So first I want to tell you that this was the previous year British drama question from 2018, and the questions here come like: Dr. Faustus attempt to depart from a comedy of evil to become a tragedy of human heroism. Do you agree? So here you can write the answer: the character of Dr. Faustus, or the heroic character of Dr. Faustus. So the next questions was come like the manner. As you see, this with here you can see critically examine Dr. Faustus as a tragedy of human heroism. So here you can also write the answer as the heroic character of Dr. Faustus. So, hello friends, the answer is on your screen, and the question we deal with is: the character of Dr. Faustus heroic, give reason for your answer. And for writing our answer, we have to write short introduction or information of the play, and then we have to write writer writing, or what writer view is on the drama, and the mainly view of the writer is the dramatization, magic and enchantment, and the Protestant Reformation. Then we deal with our main body, heroic character of Dr. Faustus. So if in exam only heroic character of Dr. Faustus can be asked, then you can write the above point. From here, heroic character of Dr. Faustus, or disastrous legend in a person. Then even though Faustus has submitted numerous disaster, then well regarded, proficient, and the carving of most people normally is to learn and gain. Faustus attempt to accomplish his objective, and Faustus can likewise be contended to be a confusing attend. So when you have to answer about heroic character of Dr. Faustus, you can write from here till the end, and if somehow you have to add some information about the author, or the writer, then you can add some of the few lines from here which you think that was suitable, and then you have to also mention introduction to get good marks in exam. So friends, now I begin with introduction. So introduction: the tragical history of the life and death of Dr. Faustus, ordinarily alluded to just as Dr. Faustus, is an Elizabethan catastrophe by Christopher Marlowe. In light of German anecdotes about the writer character first, it was composed at some point somewhere in the range of 1589 and 1592, and might have been performed among 1592 and Marlowe passing in 1593. Two unique adaptations of the play were distributed in the Jacobean time. Quite a long while later, the incredible impact of early preparation of the play is shown by the legend that immediately gathered around them. Those genuine villains once showed up on the stage during a presentation, to the extraordinary awe of both the on-screen character and onlooker, a sight that was said to have made a few observed disturbed. And then we have Marlowe writing. Marlowe lived in a period of extraordinary change for Western Europe. New advances in science were upsetting old thoughts regarding space science and material science. The disclosure of Americas had changed the European origination of the world. Not least of the incredible change of Marlowe time was England's emotion ascent to the politically influential nation. At the point when Queen Elizabeth came to court control in 1558, 6 years before Marlowe's introduction to the world, England was a powerless and unsteady country, torn by an interior struggle among Catholics and Protestants, and economy strained and bound steady administration. England was powerless against intrusion by her more grounded opponent on the mainland. When of Elizabeth passing in 1603, she had transformed the weakling of Western Europe into an intensity of the principal rank, ready to turn into the mightiest country on the planet. At the point when the youthful Marlowe came to London, hoping to make a real existence in the theatre, England's legislative hall was a significant focus on exchange, learning, and craftsmanship. At first point, we have the dramatization. The dramatization was entering a brilliant age, to be delighted by the wonder of Shakespeare. Marlowe was an incredible pioneer of the clear stanza, unrhymed line of measured rhyming. The wealth of his emotion, section, envisioned Shakespeare, and some contend that Shakespeare's accomplishment owed an impressive obligation to Marlowe's impact. Number 2. Magic and Enchantment. Magic and enchantment were a piece of far-reaching conviction framework. Although Europe that originated before Christianity, this early conviction about enchantment were inseparable from paper drugs. Ladies especially utilize a blend of enchantment and natural drug to treat normal sickness. In any case, as Christianity spread and either absorbed or dismissed other conviction framework, speciality of enchantment came to be seen as detestable. In the 5th century CE, St. Augustine may be the most complaining Christian mastermind after St. Paul, articulated all witchcraft to be craft by shrewdness spirit, to be separate it from the great enchantment of Christian ceremony and holy observation. The perspective on the magician changed unaltered unacceptably enchantment was fallen angel adore. Outside the structure of church practice and conviction, and the individual who rehearsed reheard it was suspended and murdered. Next point, the Protestant Reformation. The Protestant Reformation did execute change of this heresy and savage practice. However, enchantment keep on keeping a hang on individual mind, and generous and questionable perspective on enchantment keep on existing in famous old stories. The origination of grand additional confounded the image, particularly after the Renaissance. Research took into the examination subject, not though about logical by the present guidelines, soothsaying, speculative chemistry, and demonology. A portion of this subject obscure the line between the worthy quest for learning and hazardous apostasy. And then we have the main part start as our questions deal with heroic character of Dr. Faustus, and from here you can write the answer. And the above is just introduction and Marlowe writing. If the questions came to write about Marlowe writing, you have the answer and you can mention about the writing of Christopher Marlowe. So here the heroic character of Dr. Faustus. From here you can start your answer in the exam if you have a little time only to lift or submit your answer script, or otherwise you can write it fully from here to the end to score a good marks. So let's begin with heroic character of Dr. Faustus. Heroic character of Dr. Faustus. Marlowe. Dr. Faustus, the tragic hero. Dr. Faustus as the hero and advocate who chooses to offer his spirit to the villain to pick up information. He goes into an understanding that goes on for 24 years. He is hopeful about himself. His journey to gain appetites drive him to an appalling completion. When he goes to hellfire following his pernicious executing by the Lucifer, even the numerous meditators of this character see him as a confused heathen. There is adequate proof that delineates Faustus as a terrible legend as uncovered in the paper. Then we have next point. A disastrous legend is a person who inspire individual piety just as their fear, since he has both great and awful quality. The primary occasion which depict Dr. Faustus as a deplorable legend is that he brings out the audience member and the poor user pity. It makes some type of association between the crowd and the character. Before joining Lucifer, he was functioning as an ordinary individual doing his investigation in law, medication, and religious philosophy. The error that he does are only equivalent to those that some other individual can make. Then next point is, even though Faustus has submitted numerous disaster, individuals feel sorry for him and need God to excuse him, as opposed to being so savage to him. In this manner, the shocking saint character is showed toward the part of the arrangement where Faustus begs God to excuse him and free him from the hand of the fallen angel. He say, my God, my God, my God, look not all the world on me. Marlowe, Act 5, Scene 2, line 181. The way that Faustus is a researcher is expressed twice. first in the opening and after that towards the parts of the arrangement. This hint exhibits the researcher as a disastrous legend for the producers and the spectators to identify with him. Although the play, for example, towards the start of the play, Photos is an individual who is prosperous and surely understood. Well regretted prophecy. The next line. Well regretted prophecy. His notoriety is known as a well regarded proficient. For example, he saw his discourage to understudies and hireling in various regions of Grant. This exhibits his degree of acumen. For instance, he says theory is terrible and dark. Both law and material science are for frivolous minds. Marlowe Act 2, Scene 1, line 109. Beside in the end line of the play, his associate mourn about their fallen saint and researcher. This languishment and distress show how they lost a person that positively affected their life, and the vocation of numerous understudies. The mourn yet, for he was a researcher once appreciated for wondrous information in our German school. Marlowe Act 5, Scene 3, line 18. This happened even after Mephistopheles. He tried endeavors to caution him that his spirit was to be cursed. Once more, this delineates him as an aptly saint instead of a misinformed miscreant. Shocking legend character is likewise so in Dr. Faustus' mix-up decision. He chose to trade his spirit with information from Lucifer. This decision is the thing that make him kick the bucket. It drives him to defeat. The understanding blinds him. Subsequently, he can't pick what's going on or right. The next point is the carving of most people normally is to learn and gain. The carving of most people normally is to learn and gain ability and information to the greatest level. In any case, Photos want to cause him to pick incorrect way without feeling remorseful, which is depictive of a heartbreaking saint instead of a misinformed miscreant. He is hurried in his desire for respect and power, which settles on his surgery. In the choice, for example, he says, and pursue the principle of Parma, excuse me, for our territory and reign, soul in of the considerable number of areas. Marlowe Act 2, line 79. The journey and wants for power and respect make him want to apologize for his transgression and come backdrop elimination. He neglects to settle on the methods for the Lucifer and the way of God, making him and his life heartbreakingly as a legend. Then next point, Photos attempt to accomplish his objective. Choosing something all alone, the brave practice show an indication of the Renaissance time frame where science shadowed the vast majority of life of individual. Accordingly, he was trying to liberate of destiny and choose his fate individually. He settled on his own choice to join Lucifer without anybody convincing him to do as such. A decent declination of this is the point at which he requests that Mephistopheles goes to educate the demon about his expectation and wants. Mephistopheles is advised to go hold up under this news to extraordinary Lucifer. Instead, he gives up to him his spirit. He further says, so he will save him for 4 and 20 years. Give him a chance to live in all emptiness. Foster, this is the message that Dr. Faustus sent to educate the Lucifer concern his want and the desire of getting to be one of his younger race to be permitted to be his adherent. Marlowe acts Scene 3, line 91 to 104. Faustus can likewise to content to be a confusing hearted, as in he choose to go the method for Lucifer, but he think about the presence of God is crafted by the demon to misdirect him to cause him to neglect to enter paradise. The want he create of storing up more learning and ability to rescue predetermination and to have power are for the more part work of the fallen angel. His cognizant and the way that he was educated, he could have opposed the intensity of the fallen angel to come into his path and rather adhered to his work. So friends, till here your answer, and the next question, explain how erosion become the dramatic strengths of both Maldivi Dr. Faustus we discuss on the next part. Thank you.